Hey, this is Glenn. Welcome to another episode of Difficult Questions. This one, what is safe? This has always distracted me. It really started when COVID hit and everyone was saying, stay safe. What does that mean? Obviously, I get hit by distracted drivers, so that really rubs me raw because in my bones, I know life is chaos. My father, I learned from him that safe is relative and not guaranteed. So I just wanted to go through what safe means to who. And I wanted to ask you, what is your definition of safety? And I broke down safe into maybe 5 categories. One is you have a box around you. You have a home, you have a car, you have something to physically protect you. And 2 is you have deterrence. So you have guns and dogs and police, so to protect you, right? Or to give you protection. 3 is you have money. So you can afford a big house with a fence, or neighbors that also have money so that they are less likely to want to take things from you. 4 is understanding how society works and kind of these systems of what people do. You can understand people's motivations. Oh, that guy's going to work. It's one of the things that throws us off about, let's say, homeless people or jobless people. Why is that guy just standing on the street corner? Shouldn't he be at work? There's kind of this safety in the flow of society. And then the last one I came up with is the idea that there are social norms or there is etiquette. So someone's not going to come up and stab you because that's wrong, or someone's not going to come up and molest you because that's wrong. And if you can reassure yourself that you are around people that are following those social norms, then you feel safe. But I also ride the bus. And so a lot of, let's say, women, is riding the bus safe? What do they mean by is it safe? Is someone going to hit on me? Is someone going to talk to me when I don't want to talk to them? Is someone going to force themselves up against me? These are things I think that women deem, and stereotypically women deem as not safe. So when you're dealing with sad, difficult people on the bus, maybe there's more of a chance that you are going to be not safe. For me, I came up in high school with this "don't mess with me" face. And it has served me well. It's the stone face. It's the vibe of you don't want to tangle with me. At the same time, I'm really a nice person. I've worked at being a nice person, and I connect with even strangers. And it's really kind of this friendly demeanor that I have come up with as a defense to people that would be wanting to see me as a victim. I know women who have a really good shield around them, meaning that they have this kind of vibe that says, if you mess with me, there are going to be problems. And usually it's from small women under 5 foot or 5 foot, because they've had to navigate the world, people viewing them as a potential victim. Oh, it would be easy to take something from that person. She's small. Or, oh, it would be easy to take something from that person or do something to that person because they don't have a threatening face. So what is safe? What does that word mean? I just recently had a friend share with me that she had a weapon on her property that was not secured but was hidden. And in her mind, because no one knew where it was safe. In my mind, because of my background, because of me growing up with some gun people, because of me seeing on the news all the time about accidental shootings or shootings by people that got a hold of guns because they were not secured. If you don't have your firearm locked away, to me, that's not safe. And there was obviously this divide in perception of what is safe. And a lot of people, I always say, we love vehicles. And so we love using our vehicles, and we built industries around using our phones while we are in our vehicles, Uber, DoorDash, etc. So we want that to be normal. And I would argue it's not safe. I've been hit by distracted drivers. I don't think driving a multi-thousand-pound vehicle and not paying absolute attention to where you're pointing the thing is unsafe. But people will argue that they are safe doing that. I had a friend of mine who said, I drive better when I have my phone in my hand. The gun is safe. No one knows where it is. That there's just this perception, but at the same time, I look at, is it defensible? Is driving with a phone in your hand something that other people are going to accept? And unfortunately for me, yes, people absolutely accept that. Now there's a right way and a wrong way, and there's a illegal but an accepted way. There are gray areas where pretty much, because I would say gun culture is smaller than car culture, the thought is that unless your firearm is secured away from other people who could possibly get it, it is not safe. Who's right? I don't know. All I know is I try to live the worst case scenario. Obviously, I've been hit by distracted drivers. I've had friends that have been on the barrel side of misfires. One almost lost his life because he actually got shot. And I don't want to get myself in those situations. And I've walked away from people back to COVID and stay safe. Well, what does that mean to stay safe? So if we're saying don't get COVID, what does that mean? And I, to this point, have not gotten COVID because I don't hang out with anybody. I live a very isolated life. Is that what stay safe means? Is that what people mean when they say stay safe from COVID or whatever? Let's say just from COVID. No, because they like their societies. They like their families. I think what stay safe means to them is they're just saying, be well. It's just another way of saying be well, a modern way of I wish you well. I wish you good health. I wish you all of these things. But safety has become this thing that we talk about of very importance, but we don't know what it is. And it means different things to different people, I think, because being safe is different to me than it is to anybody around. I was talking to another friend, and she thought it was generational because her father really wants, or her father-in-law really wants to buy a firearm to feel safe. Do you know how to use the firearm? She was saying he doesn't, and he's awful with firearms. So they won't let him get a firearm. Now he feels unsafe because he's afraid someone's going to invade his house, but the family would feel unsafe if he had access to a firearm because they don't trust him with it. They think he would accidentally shoot somebody. And just that argument alone is undefined. She was also saying that there's a touch of racism with her father-in-law about who he needs to be safe from. He's an Asian man, and he's worried about Black and Hispanic criminals coming into his house. Again, what is safe? She said, who do you want to be around? My friend is gay. And so for her, safe people are gay people. Where if you're straight and you're worried about some person hitting on you that you don't want hitting on you, maybe a safe space is not around gay people. And people make fun of that, and they say you should accept gay people because gay people are minority and they've been put upon in the past. But if you're a woman and you're worried about being hit on, that's a legitimate worry. That's not safe. But if you're a homophobe and you're worried about getting hit on, well, that you shouldn't worry about that. So I don't know. What do you think? What is safe? What is safety? What is safe for you and what is safe for others? Going back to the guy with the gun, the old man with the gun. He feels safe having the gun. Everyone around him feels very unsafe having the gun. Same with cars. We buy cars with all these safety features for the person in the car. We don't care about spending money on the people outside of our vehicle. So in Europe, for example, many of the cars have to have rounded edges just in case you hit a pedestrian. Here, we have things like the Cybertruck because we don't have laws that protect people from getting hit by the Cybertruck. We just have laws to protect people inside the Cybertruck, airbags, crumple zones. So who are we talking about when we say, is it safe? Is it safe for you? Is it safe for me? Who's safe when, where, why, and how? I don't know. What are your thoughts? What is safe to you? And can safe ever be the same thing for a multiple of people? Can we ever agree on what safe is? Thanks.